Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. Good work so far, he's got room. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who are in postseason wins each of their first two seasons. That's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year. His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
They send a man in motion. Off the play action, here's Stroud. And that one's behind him, that's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He lofts it deep left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years? Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind, And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Stroud throwing here on first. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Stroud to throw on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's going to push one deep. Brought in inside the 20. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throws when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Stroud again. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Stroud off the play fake. Take this in for the score. The Texans go up 6-0 here in the first. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards. First down, Broncos.
First down, ball at the 36. Running it again with Dobbins. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
All right, here we go. Second down. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Paid for this? What's going on, guys? Guys, we can do better.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. Misses hit. He lost that football. And the Texans grab it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10, on to Mixon. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. It's a 7-yard gain on 2nd down. Only inches to go now on 3rd.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Stroud on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Stroud off of play action. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he's going to work it to the 20. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Tank Dell the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
14. Broncos with it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And it'll be blocked down along the 25-yard line.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
Complete to Marvin Mims. A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
We set it down for him at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
To the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of their hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Nix. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, they'll run. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them, will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action with Nix. Now here he goes. He gets 6 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Broncos in need of some points before the break. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Carry here for Dobbins. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with 3rd and 1.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos making a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 7.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, Stroud. He's his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
First down throw by Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw, here's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Going with Dobbins here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a game of 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 46. Dump off caught by his back. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 45. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Putting a receiver in motion. Now Nick's on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
And the Broncos first down.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Oh, the football's loose. And he's going to scoop up his own fumble, so the offense still in chase mode as they keep possession. Stuck at the line, and now it'll be 2nd and 10.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen he wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Pierce now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That quarterback clock, it is so important to play into position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the set. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And he gets him 13 on that play as he goes out of bounds. Good pickup, but still, they're going to face 3rd down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. To the air, Stroud. It's caught. This is Kirk. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On play action, here's Stroud. Completed to his running back. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Again, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Again to Mixon up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Looking to throw, Stroud. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Texans set to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Denver set to take the field on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. This is Dobbins. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They think the handoff. Now Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down, ball at the 36. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to tuck it and run. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays every episode.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. They connect for the first. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Working inside the red zone. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
17. Texans 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Barrios now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They've got a man in motion. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So they're left facing third and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. One's complete, takes Bryant out right. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
All right, here we go. Second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Dumps it off to his running back. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, when they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Here's 2nd and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to throw it. This is Sutton working the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So out now comes the punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11, and it sets up a Houston first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
6 brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans down by only 3. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. To throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give to Dobbins. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. He has the first over the middle, and he's able to take this one down to the 25. Houston calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Do better than this.